Hey guys, Jason here. You're on the Westernmost Saddle Hunters channel. I wanted to show you something today. I do rope climbing. It's a good way to ditch the sticks and cut a lot of weight. As you know, there's a lot of rope climbing videos out there. I use the JRB system. I have a 40-foot canyon line set up with the 523 compact JRB ascender hitch with foot loops built into it, and I have a 65-foot Raven with two Longhorn Agile hitches, and then I have one formula hitch on it in case I need to use it to SRT or rotational redirect when I'm in the tree, whatever. But I just wanted to show you some of the benefits. Not only is the weight being shaved a benefit, but with these two ropes, I can pretty much get into any tree I need to get into, whether I have a preset already set in the tree, or if I'm going somewhere I've never been before and I don't have presets. I can use either rope to get in the tree. My preferred method is to use the hitch climbing rope to get into trees that I'm not sure about. You can do it the same with this rope. I encourage you to go over to the JRB Tree Climbing channel, check out John's videos on how to build these systems, different uses for these systems, but I just wanted to show you one advantage to the hitch climbing rope is if I was out scouting, found a spot that I needed to hunt, but I had a massive tree like this big shingle oak right here. Obviously, I'm not going to try to throw the rope around it and tie off to the trunk and climb the trunk. So what I would do is I would throw the rope over the closest limb. I would tie an anchor hitch to that. I tend to lean more towards using the Super Maverick hitch to anchor off to limbs and around the trunks. If I ran into a tree like this, I could obviously get around the trunk of it. I could tie a Maverick hitch to that. Put the rope around it. Set that off, tie a Super Maverick to that. As you know, the Maverick hitch, you can suck it down to the tree and cinch it on there. Or I can use the pole. And I could work it up the tree. You just walk it. obviously takes a lot of practice to do that, but then you can just hook off to this, to your top hitch, set it, put your foot in the foot loop, and then you can just climb the tree. You just keep going up, and then you'd obviously get to where you need to go. You need to set another one, put it in place, then you come back down. You can use a carabiner type munter hitch, or my preferred way is to use a figure 8. I tend to think the figure 8 works smoother. But you can use either one. But I mean, this rope's obviously good for trunk, hitch climbing on a trunk if you had to. Maverick hitch is retrievable. Or you could also, like I was saying, if you ran into this big tree here, you just slide your hitches out of the way. You have plenty of rope. Arborists use this a lot. When they're in the tree, they just throw the rope back and forth 4 or 5 times just to kind of give it some weight. Wrap it around like once. Pull it through, make a handle. You just throw it up over your limb. As long as you don't have that tight, it'll come back down to you. Same thing. You've got options here. You can either tie the Maverick hitch, you can tie an Alpine butterfly, feed all your rope through the Alpine butterfly. You can tie a JRB Bowen. You can tie several things. I did this the other day. I got a throw ball stuck in this tree, and I had to recover it. Basically, I just took and I tied the Super Maverick. Made sure it was flipped through. Just soft locked it. Ran it up. And now you just basically are going to perform SRT climb. Just hook back off to your system. Slide your foot loop back into place. And then you're just gonna SRT climb. Until you get to the limb, and then basically you'd have to figure out if you need to go higher, and if you need to go higher, you're just going to repeat the same system. You're going to find another limb and make that your target. It's not always easy throwing the rope to get it up where you need to go. It just takes patience, especially if you've never done it before. You gotta gauge the distance of the rope that you need. You don't want to make your coils too big. You don't want to make them too small. Just about a foot and a half long. And then you just loosely wrap that around and make a handle. Oop. I caught that limb. Like I said, it's not easy. It takes patience, takes practice. But you can get it. I mean, it's not that difficult. And then I just tie another Super Maverick. Snug that up and dress it. Flip it through. Soft lock it so it don't come out. And then you run that up. And you're up there. Then you can transfer off to that line. I'm going to get my weight all on this top rope. I can break the bottom one loose, get my weight off of it. I can disconnect it from the tree. Now I have nothing on that. I'm just solely on this one system on the left side. I just repeat my climbing. As you can see, it's not a crazy difficult system to use. I prefer this system, but I do like to double stationary rope climb. But like I said, you gotta have a preset. So if you're in a situation where you're somewhere and you don't have a preset and you're unsure of the trees you're gonna be climbing in, you just use this system and climb into the tree. That's like my simulated stuck throw ball that I had. But I mean, you can easily maneuver where you need to go to get things out of the tree. I mean, I'm safely tied off to this. I mean, I'm 100% hooked off. You can also use the garter hitch instead of using the 523 ascender hitches as your low hitch. And then you eliminate 2 hitches. You just have to move the garter hitch from one rope to the other. Basically, to get down, I would unlock this, and I would tie my retrieval line to it. But I mean, as you guys see, I could continue to throw to different limbs and keep going up this tree if I wanted to. Or I could get to a spot where the tree gets narrow enough I could actually use the trunk of it and just tie off around the trunk of it if I wanted to. I think this system, out of all the systems, is just super handy. Now, when you rappel down, you definitely want to make sure that you're not pulling on this retrieval line at all. So make sure it's out of the way. be conscious of where it's at. I mean, you can leave that laid over that. That way you could just have a peace of mind knowing that it's over that. But you just got to remove the tail or the carabiner out of it whenever you climb. Same way with when I was on the trunk of the tree. If I want to come down, I just put my figure 8 on or tie the munter hitch around the carabiner and just repeat my rappel the same way that I did down there. Basically, you just hang on to that. Now you're gonna have to tin these hitches out of the way as you come down. You want to load your weight into this, so break it, get on the figure 8, and just slowly let yourself down. You don't ever want to rappel super fast because you don't want to generate a ton of heat in your system. That can glaze over your friction hitches. It can glaze over your rope, and then you'll have an issue with it actually holding. It's super easy to break this. If I was to slip, I'd let go of the figure 8, and I'm caught back on the 523. Pick it back up. Let myself back down. I can come off my system now. Now, as you can see, it kind of creates a mess. As you're rappelling, it naturally just twists your rope. So you got to watch everything as you're coming down. Occasionally check your friction hitches up top, or check your super munter, make sure it's alright, make sure it's not slipping. But basically we're down. I just unhooked from the whole system. And then to get it down, it's super simple. All I gotta do is pull on this retrieval line, and everything up there starts spilling, and it's all undone. Now the thing about this is you're gonna have to pull the whole retrieval line back up over the limb. So just make sure everything's all clean. Pull it back down. Everything's back to the ground, and you start picking it all back up. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this, if you want to see a more in-depth climb doing that, just leave a comment at the bottom. If you like the content, just hit the like and the subscribe button. That way you can be notified when we post videos. My buddy Junior, he usually posts some videos too. So I wish you all the best of luck. Right now is the best time to be out practicing your systems. Just be safe, take it slow. Like I said, go check out John's YouTube channel, JRB Tree Climbing, and get familiarized with the hitches and how to tie the 523 or the Longhorn Agile or any one of the other number of hitches that he has on there. So God bless you guys. Take care and let us know if you want to see something.